What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Fish Lift Eat podcast. Coming at you live in 2024. We made it, guys. We were able to take a little bit of time, enjoy some time with the family, but, happy to be back here with y'all. Got Chad with me today. What's up, Chad?
What's going on, Casey?
Everybody's favorite podcast producer. Man, I'm glad to finally have you up here on the screen, chat with you a little bit. And we got a lot of good stuff to be excited about in this new year. The new year always comes with new excitement, new adventures, all kind of cool stuff that you can look forward to and plan for. And one of the common things that everybody seems to do this time of year is we talk about New Year's resolutions, right? Whether that be your fitness resolutions, maybe you want to lose weight, exercise more, eat better, all the good stereotypical resolutions that everybody makes, and usually it lasts till about second week of January. But I thought we might put a new spin on it today for everybody. We're gonna hit on some 2024 New Year resolution, but some fishing resolutions. What do you think about that?
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. I'm excited about that. I hope to keep those better than the weight loss ones.
If nothing else, even if we don't accomplish the resolutions, maybe it means we can just go fishing a little bit more than maybe we normally do.
That's right. That's right. Well, this time we can focus on catching heavier, fatter fish instead of losing that weight.
That's right. Maybe at least transfer the weight. I'd rather take the weight from like maybe the scales and put it in the live well or something.
Yeah.
That extra weight on some tournament days could pay some legit dividends at that point.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh man. Well, even though we don't have the whole crew here, we'll have to when we have them back on and everybody's in one place, we can let Justin and Papa share theirs too. But I think it's easy for me to start with maybe my goals and my resolutions going into the tournament season, because from the time we're recording right here, I'm about 2 weeks out from our first tournament. So the boring resolutions, is where I want to place in the standings, and I want to qualify for regionals this year. But one resolution that I seem to catch myself wanting to do every year, I've probably been doing it for at least the last 5, is I want to force myself to learn a new technique throughout the year. And, when I first started doing that, I caught myself wanting to do like the elaborate, the big, drastically different techniques. And what I really started finding to be more useful in the past is more common techniques that I just never dedicated any time to. Like one technique, for example, like the drop shot. Everybody throws a drop shot now, especially if you're utilizing, forward-facing sonar and things like that, and fishing it in the cold weather months when, you need that still subtle presentation. But in the past, I had not dedicated a whole lot of time to it. And one year I sat down and I said, this year I'm going to throw a drop shot more. I went and bought a drop shot specific rod, reel, setup. Did that, and just every time I went into the lake, at some point I made myself throw it. And what it ended up helping me do was I would find myself in situations to where maybe I wasn't planning on using that technique, but I had it in my rod locker. And whenever the situation came up to where I felt like it would be beneficial, then that was one more thing I had in my arsenal. So one thing for sure I'm going to do this year is learn a new technique. I don't know what it is yet. I don't know which one I want to hone in on, but that's one for me that I always like to do.
Yeah, that's a good one. You'd kind of warned me we were going to be doing this and to come up with a resolution. And I think I've found something. We've commented and we've prepared for these, and let's see if I can get it right.
They are finally making a live appearance. Yeah. This is great. I just got way more excited about this.
Fly time. I've had these downstairs in my basement for 6 years in the box, never pulled it out. And so my resolution is to start to learn how to fly tie. So I'm going to start doing that, and I definitely need these to see what I'm working on for sure.
I need that for some of these knots on these little small baits that I have to tie on sometime, or doing like some braid to leader connection knots and stuff like that. And it seems like I don't feel old yet, but my eyes don't seem to work as good as they used to. So those can definitely come in handy. But no, that's an awesome resolution, because that's something, whether you're able to go out on the water or not, like that's a way to stay in tune and be able to do something fishing related even when you can't go fishing. Like for me, that was when I started painting my own crankbaits and jerk baits and stuff with the airbrush, just because when the weather wasn't good and I caught myself being stuck at home, at least I was able to do something fishing related. So I can definitely see where fly tying would be a good thing to learn. And I think we might, we've had some guests that I think could help you out with that a little bit too. Some pretty good ones, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah, I was definitely going to be reaching out to Bailey. He was the number one that I kind of wanted to go over my setup with, and I bought this so long ago, I don't even know if it's still. But we'll see. We'll kind of see what he says.
Yeah, it'd be a good time too. I've even though I don't fly fish or anything, I've chimed in on a few of his those lives that he does on Instagram and stuff whenever him and his buddies are doing the fly tying, and it's cool, just the camaraderie that comes with that, and the way they're able to sit around and talk about the materials they're using, why they're using it, where they got it from. That's the part that always cracks me up about it, is the measures that people take to obtain some of these materials instead of buying them, where they found this piece of fur, the feather, or whatever. So that's cool. That's really cool.
Well, to make it easier, because you're right, there's so many materials, and I don't even know where to start. This kit that I got is 20 flies, and it comes prepackaged with pheasant tails, everything you need to tie these 20 flies. So it was kind of a neat kit, because hopefully everything I have in here, hopefully everything that I, am going to need for this one, it'll all be in here. So it even has the fly hooks and the different size weights and things like that. So hopefully I won't have to do too much shopping. Hopefully most of the stuff will be there. So,
well, you'll have to get us some clips whenever you're able to get these flies tied and go out on the water and catch something with them.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the most fun part would be to actually tie one, and then I don't care how it looks. It's going to take that first fish before I know if I did a good job or not.
That's what I remember. The first fish that I caught whenever I started playing with airbrushing and painting lures and stuff. It was a like a pearl and like orange translucent colored jerk bait, and like the little bass I caught with it wasn't anything impressive whatsoever. But I got a pretty sweet picture of. If I'd known we were going to talk about this, I would have sent it to you, and we could have had it queued up and to show everybody. But maybe we'll post about it on social media so you can see it. But it's just a pretty picture of that jerk bait, hanging out of that fish's mouth, and the satisfaction you get from, basically taking raw material and turn it into something that you were able to trick that fish with and make it think it was food. And it's a cool thing. So
yeah,
I look forward to seeing what you're able to land with those. That's really cool. Oh, well, one, I guess my big goal resolution that I want to have, in the bass fishing world, there's that coveted prize that we're all seeking. It's that 10-pound bass, and I have never been able to land a 10-pound largemouth. And so I think I'm going to put it down on paper this year that I'm going to make this the year that I finally get to do that. If that means I have to drive to Texas or Florida, these big bass factories. We've got some lakes around here that produce them as well. But I want to making a very, very vigilant effort this year to finally put my hands on a 10-pound bass, and y'all will know it, because a replica of it will be right there somewhere.
Nice. I wouldn't expect it any other way.
I will be showing that thing off to everybody. You know, most people have that like, you know, fold out thing from their wallet where they show their kids and everything else. Nah, there's just going to be a picture of big old lunker in there, and I'm going everybody, even if you don't care anything about fishing, I will be showing that fish off.
Right.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's how it's got to be. But definitely write that down on paper, because we've seen that when you put it on a whiteboard or a paper, it has no other choice but to happen.
It's got to happen. You just gotta force it into existence.
Yep.
Well, but you got any goals this year for any kind of specific size or species target or anything like that?
Not really. You know, for me, I think it's just getting out more. Got out a few times last year, but not nearly enough. The times I did make it, I took my kids out, and those were, you know, great days. But I haven't done any time for myself to just go out to a river and just, you know, kind of like what we've heard, just to practice casting and not really have an agenda. I love fishing with my kids, but most of the time I'm the detangler of the crew when we're fishing. So I don't fish a whole lot. I just run back and forth and get fish off the hooks and out of the bushes and out of the trees.
Yeah, that's a delicate balance, because my 4-year-old, he's gung ho about fishing. He loves going on the lake, he loves going on the boat, loves everything about it. But that is not a productive day of fishing.
No.
You know, that is, I mean, we have our ways to go make sure he's catching fish and having fun. But as for, you know, running all over the lake, you know, trying new techniques, looking at new water, trying to break down an area of the lake, like that just doesn't happen with a kid in the boat, and just the headaches of loading and unloading the boat. It just makes it challenging. But I wouldn't trade it for the world, but it definitely presents challenges whenever you're trying to accomplish stuff for yourself as well.
It does. It does. Absolutely. It's like you said, you wouldn't trade it for the world. The look, the expressions, the pictures that come from those days are awesome. But it is nice to get out every once in a while and just try to figure things out myself. Because when it comes to fly fishing, I'm not an expert by any means. I've got a long ways to go, and I need a long practice, and I need to be free to untangle my lines.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
My snags.
You know, one thing that I want to try to do this year, and it can kind of intertwine with some of the goals that I talked about earlier with, you know, with my tournament stuff this year, about wanting to qualify for, you know, the MLF regional and stuff like that through the BFLs, is I want to go fish in a state that I've never fished in. And, you know, I've fished Alabama or Georgia, obviously, but then I've traveled to Alabama and Florida, South Carolina, things like that. And our regional this year for the trail that I'm going to fish is going to be in Tennessee. And that's what I got. I've never fished in Tennessee. So I can kind of check two boxes with that. One, I'll get to fish that new state if I accomplish the goals that I have for the tournament season. So, but I want to get out. I want to experience new bodies of water that, you know, set up differently than like what I'm accustomed to around here, just to, you know, to challenge myself, become a better rounded angler. But, you know, we're blessed in the Southeast down here. I can travel relatively short distances and be in just polar opposite types of water. You know, going up there and fish stuff like the Tennessee River chain that just sets up completely different than any kind of like the Heron Lakes that I'm used to fishing down here in Georgia, in North Georgia. And then, you know, I can travel down south and, you know, go flip grass and stuff down in Florida, and, you know, go over and fish Alabama. Like it's awesome because of the opportunity that I have really close to me, but that I need to take advantage of more.
Yeah.
So hopefully able to kind of kill two birds with one stone on that one, if everything goes to plan.
Yeah. No, that sounds really good.
Oh, well, maybe, you know, we've hit on some stuff that, you know, that we personally want to challenge ourselves to achieve in this new year. And, you know, I think they're all going to get accomplished, because the cool thing is we've got this group here, and this tribe, as we like to call it, that where we can kind of hold each other accountable to it, right?
Yeah.
like Casey just said it on air, that he's going to put the effort in to go catch a 10-pound bass. And I know what it's going to be like now. Every time that we get together and talk, it's like, hey, you done that yet? What are you doing to go? What are you doing to go make that happen? So there's that good accountability that we're going to have, but then also that support that we'll have to help each other go accomplish what we want to do. Like, you know, the people that we're able to have in our network, like Bailey at Stonefly Outdoors, you know, we've seen on multiple episodes on here his passion for education and for teaching people and getting people into not only fly fishing but fly tying and all that. So that's an awesome resource that you've got available to you to go help you learn not just how to fly tie, but how to do it very well and do it properly. And then, you know, he can help you alleviate some of those learning pains that you might have to experience if you go out trying to do it yourself.
Yeah.
And help you be that much more successful, but then help you get down the river that much faster to where you've got that confidence to be able to go do it yourself and be able to go use those.
Oh yeah, that's a great point. I mean, otherwise you just have books, YouTube, things like that, which are, you know, great places to go and great places to become informed. But there's nothing like, you know, having, well, like you say, you know, they're fellow brothers that can walk us through this and have the patience to know what our end goal is. So it's you know, it helps you be accountable, but it also gives you a lot of pathways to get the job done.
It eliminates excuses.
It does, which is kind of scary too. Means it's got to happen.
That's a good thing. We all need that kick in the rear end every once in a while to go make stuff happen. Stop making excuses.
Yep, that's absolutely true.
Well, you know, we've got some stuff to look forward to and to work towards achieving with Fish Lift Eat as well too. You know, we've got the podcast up and going now, which is awesome. And to all our listeners out there, we appreciate y'all so much for tuning in with us. And here recently, we've been able to start utilizing YouTube. We have a Hunt Lift Eat YouTube page to where if you you know, you can either go listen on Spotify, Apple Pod, wherever you like to stream podcasts, but then also you got the video element if you want to go tune into us on YouTube and interact with us there. You know, like, subscribe, comment. Like, we'd love to see who's out there and that we can bring on this adventure with us. But you know, now it's time to look ahead. You know, we want to keep growing all the stuff that we have, obviously, but we're more than just a podcast. And we're ready to help people see that and people to get involved with us and come join in on the fun. So, you know, we're going to have some in-person events this next year for our team members and such, and maybe more. But so that's definitely a goal and resolution that I've got for this team is, let's get out there and do some stuff. You know, let's have these events, and we're going to have, you know, educational elements to go into that. We're going to bring people in to do seminar style things for us that are going to help us, you know, be better on the water. You know, maybe you know, we get somebody like Bailey to come in and do a fly tying course and talk about the why we use what we use for different flies and such. And then, you know, we can talk about different lures and stuff. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. But, you know, I got really motivated for that after attending our winter rendezvous for Hunt Lift Eat up at Doe Camp in Virginia. There's a huge value when people get together. It's incredible. It's like nothing else. It's why we do this. It's why we put the effort into this. We do for the, you know, obviously we want to reach people and help people and enable them to go out and, you know, become better anglers. But then we want that camaraderie too. We want to get together and have fun and do it together and have these experiences together. So that's something I'm really going to challenge us to do this year, is have some Fish Lift Eat fish camps. You know, we're kind of talking tentatively about maybe hosting one out in Colorado, you know, for our fly fishermen and our team members out west that can make it to there. And then we'll probably be looking at having one out east here in, you know, Georgia, South Carolina, somewhere in that area. So, you know, I'd challenge you right now, if you're listening to this and that sounds like something that you would be interested in, man, come join the team. You know, we've we hit on it all the time because it means that much to us. It's something special. It's something that I'm certainly blessed to be a part of and be able to, meet the people that I've been able to meet through it and have the experiences that I've been able to have. But just to have that network of people across the country and then across the world that, like-minded people that love doing the same stuff, and then you get together and it's something special. So, go put your application in for the team over at the website, and because we'd certainly love to have you out at Fish Lift Eat Fish Camp this year. But that's probably the hierarchy of what I want to see happen this year for Fish Lift Eat is have some events like that to where we're able to start pouring back into the people surrounding us.
Yeah, and that's a great point. I haven't been able to go to any of the rendezvous yet, and I'm really excited from what I've seen, the videos that have come through, and I think that's why I joined Hunt Lift Eat, is because I really believe that this is not only the kind of community I want to be involved with, the kind of people I want to surround myself with, but I did it for my kids too. I have, some hunters that are growing up that are, 9 years old and 14 years old. And I want to give them the best opportunity that there is. And being a part of this group, I think will open our future to a lot of things that I couldn't have shown them through a lot of other very talented people and like-minded people. And I think that's for me, that's why I joined. And it's been a great experience. And I've yet to attend the rendezvous, and I can only, I can't count down the days until I can actually attend one of those and be a part of that.
Yeah, it's worth it 100%. We could do a whole episode in itself of the benefits of being on this team. And I know we sprinkle those nuggets in most episodes just because it's so prevalent into what we do. But, the brand partnerships that we have, we work with some awesome brands, both in the fishing world and the hunting world that really hook up team members, and they're invested in what we do. And we bring them right along with us. It's a journey with them just as much as it is with us. And, got some exciting news from one of our brand partners today, Taylor over at Fish or Die. We've had him on some podcasts. He's got some really cool stuff coming that, that's helping expand and grow his brand and his company. And I'm excited for it. And I have nothing to do with the company other than we're partnered together and helping each other every way we can. And it's really cool to see the impact that it has, what this team has and what it's able to do. And it every time I think about what's on the horizon for us, nothing seems that far out of reach. Like, sky's the limit on it. There's big things coming, even though I may not know what they all are yet. And, having these resolutions and these goals for 2024, I want to be careful not to undershoot it.
Yeah.
And, we do a good job of kind of having the short-term and long-term stuff that we want to accomplish. And, I don't know, it's a fun ride. And I can't wait till we're sitting here doing our 2025 resolutions and what that might look like because of what we were able to accomplish in 2024. But yeah, no, my big thing, the big resolution I have is to put as much effort into having some in-person rendezvous style events for Fish Lift Eat as we put into, to grow in the podcast and grow in our presence this year, or last year, now 2023. But that's, man, I wish it was this weekend. Like, I can just already envision how much fun that's going to be, and the people that we're able to get involved with that. Because we are a hunting company. I'll give that. We've got a lot of hunters, but it doesn't take long to realize how passionate a lot of these guys are about fishing. So I know it's something that's going to be highly sought after whenever it rolls around and we're able to get the details worked out for it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and it's, the biggest part of this too, is it helps with the New Year's goals, the Fish Lift Eat, Hunt Lift Eat. I mean, it brings us closer to our hobbies. It forces us to make time for the things we love with, our family members. But more than that too, it also focuses on the nutrition side of things, which I'm not very good at. And also the fitness side of things, which I need a lot of help with that. So I mean, this really is an all-encompassing group that can help us meet all those goals and have a lot of fun along the way.
Absolutely. Yeah, we may fall short on the nutrition thing sometimes, but we make up for it on the fun.
Right.
At least I do.
Yep.
Oh man. Well, I'd be curious to know, all our listeners out there, what are your 2024 fishing resolutions? What do you hope to accomplish this year, and how can we help you? How can we help you accomplish those? What tools do you need? What kind of help, advice? What can help you accomplish those? Because I get more excited about seeing people, accomplish new things than maybe necessarily I do, accomplishing my own. I know I love seeing like when people tag us and stuff with like their first fish, or like watching Frankie catch his first fish on the fly rod in Virginia with Papa. Like that fires me up. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And like now, even when I got to catch up with him at the winter rendezvous, and like he's still talking about fly fishing. Like he's all about it now. It's great. And but that happened because of a team event. That happened because of being on this team.
Yeah.
And the resources that were available, and that's exciting, and I want to see a lot more of that. So anybody out there, share those with us. Share what your 2024 resolutions are for fishing, and send those to us either on our Instagram page at Fish Lift Eat Official. If you're watching this on YouTube right now, drop a comment down there and let us know what you're hoping to accomplish this year, and what's going to have to take place for you to be able to accomplish those.
Mm-hmm.
And then, while we're plugging socials, you can also go hang out with us on TikTok over at Fish Lift Eat Official, and we have a lot of fun over there. But yeah, I'd love to know what your resolutions are, because sometimes when you hear other people's looks on things like that, it might make you kind of redefine your own goals and how, what you want to accomplish. And it might, put that little spark off in your head that, okay, I want to add this to mine because that could really benefit me in some way.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I think it's worth it. I mean, I think if you have any questions about what it would take to join Hunt Lift Eat, what it would take to become a part of this community, it's a membership, and it's one that will just change your life with the people that surround you. And just go to huntlifteat.com and you can sign up there. But it is a life-changing thing. It really does set your path on the right direction, and it starts the new year out right.
Absolutely. Then while you're over there at huntlifteat.com, you can check out our sweet new winter drop that just went out. Go pick you out some new gear. We got some new flags, tumblers, stickers, all kind of stuff. So make sure you go over there to huntlifteat.com and check it out. And if you're watching this on YouTube right now, Chad's going to pan through some of these pictures of the new product, and they're not going to last long. So go get them while you can. And then while you're also on there, head over to Collections and go pick you up some Fish Lift Eat merch too. We'd love to see you out there on the water in either one of the the Fish Lift Eat hoodie. Chad's got the sweet Fish Lift Eat hat on right now. Got the Hunt Lift Eat shirt on. We could have been matching on the hats, Chad, but mine, I had that same hat. Mine's currently sitting on the bottom of Lake Kiowee. Yeah, we got caught in some pretty sporty winds the other day, and one thing led to another, and it was gone.
Yeah, that's what you call marking territory right there. You've been there.
I got a crisp $100 bill for anybody that goes to Lake Kiowee and brings me that hat back. I'll even send you the waypoint from where it blew off my head, and if you can find it, I will hook you up. That's awesome.
I'm halfway tempted to go out there and look.
Well, come on. That means you'd be in my neck of the woods and we could go fishing.
That's right.
Yeah. Oh man. Well, Chad, I'm glad we was able to get together, get 2024 started off good. I could go on a list of, the guests that we've got lined up to have on here for 2024, and it's going to be exciting. We're going to be in some good company, but we're just going to leave it at that, to where leave some curiosity out there where people come back to want some more.
Absolutely.
To where they don't just have to sit here and listen to me the whole time. Oh, well, to all our listeners, we appreciate you tuning in with us. We're excited to be in this new year with you, and we look forward to what the year is going to unroll for us and unroll for you. And we hope that you'll come join the journey with us and tag along for all of it, and share with us what you're doing. Like I said, anything that we can do to help you reach your goals, and whatever aspect that may be, please let us know. And Chad, we'll get back to him on the next one. But in the meantime, till next Monday, y'all remember to keep them lines wet. We'll catch you on the next cast. See ya.